Hi everybody, this is Lovelyn. Let me tell you a story about this lady. It's a story I heard about an old lady. She was married when she was younger, had children with a guy. She was a stay-at-home mom and wife and never had to do anything. Fast forward, when her children were grown, her husband then decided that he wanted to get a divorce and he wanted to marry somebody else. So he married somebody younger. But then he made an offer to her that he would put her up, like he bought a property in his own name, put her up there, set it up, everything. He was paying her alimony every month. So he was still taking care of her even though they were divorced, like everything, including medical aid. So she was still a kept woman even though she was divorced. Now, you think that would make her thinking change. Nothing changed for her. She just kept living like a kept woman. Then the guy, I believe he had a stroke, yeah, but he had the sickness that he became incapacitated, and the wife then became the sole breadwinner. And she needed to consolidate all of their properties and everything so she can take care of the family responsibility now. Now, what happened was that because the wife had to consolidate everything, she said to the ex-wife, hey, listen, you have to move out. I need to sell this property because I need money to take care of my business now. This guy can't pay you. He's not in a position to pay you any more money, clearly, because he can't work. He can't even walk. So I have to care for him. So you now need to go take care of your business. Now this woman was out in the cold. Her children took her in, and she's lucky she has children who can take her in. But let's play this out. What if she didn't have children who could take her in? What if she didn't have or didn't want to take her in to start with? And she was left on her own. The danger in this scenario wasn't so much that she was a kept woman. Don't get me wrong. The danger is, as her situation changed, her thinking did not change. She never thought, oh, maybe let me take care of myself. Let me start doing something that will bring me income, just in case another worst case scenario happens. Her world fell apart, but because she didn't change her mindset and the guy kept taking care of her, she just let everything go and she just stayed where she was. We need to change our thinking as a protective measure against the future. If you do not change your thinking, you cannot change your living. That woman could have lived a much better life if she had just started doing something for herself. So, and let me tell you another story, bringing it to myself now. And I'm going to be very honest, as much as I am posting on Facebook and Instagram, LinkedIn, I'm very lazy to post on LinkedIn. So I go to LinkedIn maybe once a month and stuff like that. I never had a personal TikTok account till like literally this week. I was like, too many social media, 2 is more than enough for me, because the third one, I don't consider it a thing. And I just didn't want to get engaged with TikTok. I have one for Health Guard, but I don't manage it. I literally opened it and gave it to the social media guys to handle. I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago, a friend of mine posted something, and apparently it was very funny. By the way, I still haven't watched it. It was very funny and it was trending, and I wanted to see it. And she says to me, go on Facebook, go on TikTok and you'll find it. And I'm going, girl, I don't have a TikTok account. But at that point, I started to think, wait a minute. Yes, I don't want to be on a lot of social media sites, but I am a business person. So me saying that I don't want to be on TikTok, it's a disservice to myself, because social media is not necessarily the bad thing. It is our addiction to social media. It's our inability to control our social media consumption that is a bad thing. So I've got my social media consumption under control. So if I have a TikTok account, I know what I'm having it for. So now my thinking is starting to change. My thinking began to change. And it's now changed. I opened a TikTok account called I Am Entrepreneuring. It's called I Am Entrepreneuring. Well, I don't have all my settings down yet. I did post one video, but I need to still, I think I made my my username, my actual name, so I need to fix that, but I realize you can only fix it once every 7 days. I'm learning it. But then I have my grocery store as well, where I need to open a TikTok account for that store, for that business, so that I can run TikTok ads. So if I don't change my thinking around certain things, how will I change how that thing affects my living? I'm saying that I want to grow my business, but I'm not utilizing every business tool. I'm saying that I want to change my health, but I'm not using every health-related tool that I can access. You need to change your mindset. You need to change your thinking in terms of personal living. You need to change your thinking in terms of marriage. You need to change your thinking in terms of raising children. You need to change your thinking in terms of business. You need to change your thinking in terms of your health. Your thinking should always evolve. Your purpose should stay the same, obviously, and maybe your purpose might evolve, it depends on who the person is. But your thinking should not be static. It should always evolve, because that is the only way you can continuously grow and you can continuously elevate your living. All right, so change your thinking. Look at that area of your life. What is that area of your life? It might be something that you don't consider a big thing right now, but listen, it can change the game. It can be a game changer for you, for your life, for your business. So why don't you just change your thinking in that area and see what it does for your living? All right. Good having you with me again. Have a good one. And I hope that you change your thinking. All right. Bye.